Melo is the most dangerous person in all of Death Note, and yes, even more dangerous than Light. Melo is in fact so dangerous that he not only beat Light 2 times, but the anime had to actively nerf him. To explain what I mean, I gotta talk about what happened in the manga, because manga Melo was different. Off the bat, just like the anime counterpart, Melo is a character that will get his hands dirty, just like Light, to get what he wants. Nier and Il would sometimes push the boundaries of law to get what they want. Melo will kidnap your little sister from under you to make sure he gets what he wants, and that's exactly what he did to Light Yagami. Also that he can get the Death Note, but once he got the Death Note, the anime had to censor what this man did next. The moment he got that Death Note, he started making demands on the president, calling the White House, telling him what it is he is and isn't going to do, and if he doesn't listen, he's going to use the Death Note to make him send off nukes. Now, Melo doesn't know the rules of the Death Note like Light does, so he can't actually do this, but the president don't know that, and he's worried. So worried that after this moment with Melo, he literally takes himself out. He did not want to potentially be responsible for World War III. So in the anime, when you see the vice president go on TV and say the US will no longer oppose Kira, this is the actual reason why. He's been untouchable so far, and even your president took himself out. Yeah, no one wants smoke with that. And of course, they censored this by just cutting all of it out. But after this moment when Melo got the Death Note, he became the single strongest character in the entire series. So strong that Nier had to reach out to Light so that they can team up to take that dude down. Because not only did Melo have a Death Note now, he also had a Shinigami, but unlike Ryuk, he was willing to help this guy. And he helped him in a scene that was also cut out of the anime. Light, with the help of Nier, were able to track down the location of Melo's hideout. And with Nier's resources with the president, they were able to send some of the US top soldiers down here to take down this crime syndicate. But once the soldiers got too close, Sido just took all their masks off, and they were able to get seen on the cameras and then just killed with the Death Note. There is nothing anybody can do about a Shinigami just taking off your helmet, so Light was cooked here. This was the second time Melo beat Light. The only reason the task force themselves went there in the first place was because they had nobody else, and they were like literally scrambling for resources. The anime just makes it seem like they send themselves in on their own the first time, but that was not the case. They only used themselves because they had no choice, because they killed everybody else. So while a lot of people may acknowledge that Melo isn't as smart as Nier, Light, L, same way it took 2 geniuses to take down Light with Nier and Melo, it kind of took 2 geniuses to take down Melo. If Nier and Light did not work together to bring down Melo, this dude would have just been off on his own, and who knows where he would have ascended to. So I hope one day we do get like a Death Note Brotherhood where they just adapt the manga faithfully, because if they do, y'all are going to see a completely different series, and you might end up loving Nier and Melo.